extremely serious development, and it's happened in the course of this show. We've got Guzrel Sheikh, who's our Indian analyst, who's an expert on India's foreign policy, but he's also an expert on Russia. So we were going to talk about the Iran, India, Russia matchup in trade and business, but I think we're going to go straight and talk about what's happened to Fico, because Gulrez Sheikh, you've got the latest news on this. Welcome to the show, Gulrez. What's happening now in Slovakia?
Thank you, Pelle. And what the news we are getting, most of it is coming online via Twitter or other means, and it is shocking. Robert Ficho has been shot, and the news is that he's critical, taken to the hospital, and the shooter has been arrested. But there are also conflicting news coming. The reports, so I won't use the word news, but reports that somebody on Skype, on Sky TV, they said, Sky UK, they said that he was very much pro-Russia. So, and he was definitely anti-funding to the Ukrainians, and he was a very prominent pro-Putin voice in the European Union. So is it a warning shot for other people like Viktor Orban? I am just putting a question mark. Nothing is clear. Nothing is a news. It is all reports coming on social media. Even the Sky TV, what I am quoting, is a report, not a news. So nobody can confirm it because it's a very recent happening. But it may be a warning shot because Russia is gaining, Ukraine is losing, and anything the corporate Western media, I'm using the word purposefully, the corporate Western media is trying to make an issue out of everything. Like we saw the shuffle in the Russian cabinet, and they were trying to prove that Putin is going very low and he is in a very awkward position. So he has removed his defense minister, though he was promoted in a sense. But this is what's going on. The war of propaganda is going on. They have also tested all their weapons, and they are saying that now they are sending F-16s. So they want to expand the war, though those F-16s will turn out the Leopard tanks and Champion tanks and all those things. So these things are going on. We have also heard those communications of German Air Force leaders who were talking from Singapore, and they were talking about the blowing up of Kerch Bridge. So I think not today, tomorrow, not tomorrow, day after tomorrow, anytime, they will also blow up that Kerch Bridge, and things are going to expand. The war is going to expand. They don't want to control the situation. They rather want to expand it. And I'm praying for Fico that he should recover.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, Fico was basically used his veto power along with Orban to stop any kind of expansion of the war. He's refused very violently to send troops. He's a neighboring country to Ukraine. So, of course, they wanted to use that as a transit country, maybe a basing country for those F-16s, as you said. He probably said no, because, of course, the Russians have said that they'll strike at the home bases of those F-16s as they actually enter the war zone. And Slovakia, Romania, and Poland have been listed as places. And I always wondered if that was going to happen or not. It could be Fico. I mean, the Ukrainian intelligence service could certainly have done it. They hate Slovakia at the moment because they see Slovakia as stopping the help that they might need to fight against Russia. And as you said, Orban, who's his partner in crime, as it were, the other voice of peace in Europe, quite pro-Putin, and who saw Xi, the Chinese prime minister, very recently, I think last week, and was surfing on a success, basically. This idea that China, Russia, Iran, India, they're all part of this Eurasian bloc. And he was looking forward to big trade links with Eurasia, turning his back on Europe and the Atlantic community. And Fico was kind of on side with him on every aspect. And now Fico's been shot. So it could be one of those shots that change history. Fico was a good man, a man of independence. And let's hope he survives this. But I
want to interrupt once more.
Have they caught a man? Have they?
No, they have also fired a warning shot in newsprint some months back on the Hungarian Prime Minister Viktor Orban, when he was not allowing funding to Ukraine by European Union. What they wrote, I think it was, if I'm not wrong, it was Financial Times, wherein they wrote that if Viktor Orban takes veto against the funding to Ukraine, they will destroy his country's economy. So so if you talk about these people, Putin, you talk about Fico, you talk about Viktor Orban, who was the weakest of all of them? It was Robert Fico. And today he is being shot. You can join the links. You can join the links.
Yeah, exactly.
But
so the EU was
sure.
harassing Orban, and they said they were financially going to punish him if he didn't go along with the latest aid package to Ukraine, and he backed down. I mean, he's a very careful man. He knows, he plays the game, and then he has to back down. He knows when he sees superior power, but he's done it as much as possible to get it his way. And
finally,
when he can't, when he faces superior forces. But so the EU doesn't like Orban and doesn't like Fico. So theoretically, it could be the EU carrying out this kind of assassinations, you know?
My brother, it is not the matter of Fico or Viktor Orban, the EU, and not even the matter of European Union. It is the matter of United States of America's hegemony. They don't want anybody to be sovereign, at least in terms of financial and foreign policy independence. Let it be any country. They try to actually murder the freedom of any country who does not obey them and show spine. And these people were showing spine. Let it be Putin, let it be Fico, let it be Viktor Orban. But the Fico and Orban's countries are very small economies, very small countries, small populations. They can't resist the pressure. Even European Union does not have any kind of foreign policy independence. France have got somewhat foreign policy independence because they have got nukes with them, as well as they have got a deep sea, blue sea navy. But rest of them, they are all puppets in hands of Washington.
Gulrez, could you